So for my people out there who bank with Navy Federal Credit Union, you might have noticed you got a random text within the last few weeks that might have looked kind of fishy. The text or text messages you might have gotten from that number pretty much notified you that you can trust text messages that are coming from that specific number or another specific number that they're providing you guys starting February 16th, 2025. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first seen this, I was like, is this a scam text? Because why are they sending me this? Like, have I been compromised or what's going on? And I know I'm not the only one out there that was thinking this, because there was actually a lot of Navy Federal members out there that was calling in to report this issue. So if you guys want more information in regards to this, to see if it's a scam or not and how to protect yourself or why you're even getting these text messages in the first place, then make sure to watch this video all the way to the end, so that way you, sir or ma'am, do not miss out on any valuable information that can help you out. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford, and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business, credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably gonna want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. So pretty much any person out there that banks with Navy Federal recently got this text message because Navy Federal is trying to bring awareness to all the scams that's been happening as of lately, which I'll talk about a little later in this video. Now, to be clear, if you guys did get this text message, then this is an actual legit text message that's coming straight from Navy Federal. But it's only coming straight from Navy Federal if it's coming from one out of these three numbers. The first number is going to be 40554, the second number is going to be 21398, and the last number is going to be 90213. If you guys got a text message from any of those numbers, then that's legitimately going to be Navy Federal reaching out to you. If it's anything outside of those three numbers, then immediately call Navy Federal and put a report in for smishing. And for those out there that don't know what smishing is, it's pretty much phishing emails but for text messages. And if you guys aren't familiar with phishing emails, they're pretty much when a scammer emails you trying to scam or compromise your personal information through your email, so don't ever click on any of those links, like ever. And smishing is just an abbreviated word for SMS phishing, in other words, short message service phishing. Now, whether it's smishing or phishing, it's still bad because these scammers are literally trying to gain access to your guys' personal information so that way they can steal things from you guys. And a few things these scammers might want to steal from you are going to be things like your email, phone number, account number, social security, password, etc. Now, why do these scammers want these things from us? Like, what are they trying to do with our personal information? Let's take a wild guess. Oh, that's right. You guys are right. They want to steal your money and possibly your identity. It's pretty unfortunate that this is still a thing, especially in today's day and age. So this is why it's very important for a lot of us out there to stay on top of our A game and pretty much just be self-aware when it comes to things like this. When scammers send you a phishing email or a smishing text message, it's usually intended to trick you guys into giving away your personal information. And once they have your personal information, they then use that to gain access to your guys' emails and possibly even your guys' bank accounts. Or another thing that often happens is they sell your personal information to other scammers out there. And if these scammers or other scammers out there have access to your guys' personal information, then they might apply for loans under your guys' name and take the money out and then put it in their account, of course, after they clean out the money, so that way there isn't a trace. And sometimes these scammers will actually be on the phone with a Navy Federal representative acting like they're you. So they'll be on the phone with them acting like they're you, while at the same time being on the phone with you acting like they're the Navy Federal representative. And they do this so that way when you give them your personal information thinking that you're on the phone with a Navy Federal representative, they're actually on the phone with a real Navy Federal representative verifying your information to them, which is actually crazy. And ladies and gentlemen, they're doing this so that way they can gain access to your guys' account. And once they gain access to your guys' account, they're gonna do crazy stuff. And when I say crazy stuff, I mean like cash advances on your guys' credit card, so that way they can take the money out if you don't have like a significant amount of money in your guys' checking or savings account. Or another bogus thing that's been happening lately is that these scammers are literally going into veterans, like older people, so that way they can make a phone call on their phone allegedly, but really they're going into their Navy Federal app and signing in so that way they can transfer money to their account or maybe even get more information. But some other ways that scammers scam you into getting your guys' personal information is by a random text message that's allegedly from Navy Federal asking you to verify a purchase. Or they're claiming there's issues with your payment info and they want you to relay your personal card information. They also often offer prizes or gift cards, or you'll even receive fake package delivery notifications along with warning you about suspicious activity on one of your accounts. Another thing these scammers are doing though, and you guys really have to watch out with this one, is they're sending you a link to a fake Navy Federal website. Like the website will say NavyFederal.com, which actually does seem legit, but this is not the one. Make sure it says NavyFederal.org. So always make sure you guys are on the correct website that says NavyFederal.org, not .com. And then also one of the biggest takeaways is that these scammers will actually spell Navy Federal Credit Union wrong. Like instead of typing in NFCU, they're going to type in NFUC, which is obviously wrong. But scams like this are usually popular during the holidays or even tax season because people just get desperate. Like people are willing to do anything. People will literally throw away their whole entire life just to make a few $1,000s for the week. And that to me is just insane. So ladies and gentlemen, we have to protect ourselves and our personal information whenever we're putting our information in on these online websites, especially if they're asking for our social security. Now, I don't want any of our personal information to be compromised by scammers, so that's why I'm actually excited to talk to you guys about the sponsor of today's video. I personally like using Aura because I know that they're going to keep me safe online by doing all of the hard work for me. What Aura does is that they continuously monitor the dark web, and they'll send me an alert if they ever find any of my personal information exposed. They're going to let me know fast if anyone out there ever tries to steal or use my information to gain access to my credit or even bank accounts. They'll also even back you with up to $5 million of insurance, and Aura actually offers a bunch of other features to keep you guys safe online as well. And a few examples of that is going to be real-time alerts from data breaches out there. They'll also even identify data brokers who are selling my personal information and submit an opt-out request on my behalf. And then you'll also even get a password manager to help you create and store strong passwords and more. Give Aura a few weeks and you'll stop seeing your information on these sites, and I'm sure most of you guys will be more than happy with them. You guys can actually go to my link in the description below, aura.com/is, so that way you guys can try them out. You'll get a whole 14 days for free, so you literally can't even go wrong with that. It's up to us to protect and secure our own personal data, and Aura is going to help you guys out with that. But now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about what to do if you guys are receiving text messages that are or are not from Navy Federal. So as I mentioned earlier, the three numbers that Navy Federal has that are actually going to be legitimate are 40554, 21398, and 90213. Usually though, if you guys get a message from any one of these three numbers, it's usually because you have notifications set up. And you guys might have your notifications set up because maybe you want to see what's being debited from your account every time you guys make a purchase. Or maybe you're receiving a one-time passcode, or maybe you might even be actually speaking to a real Navy Federal representative on the phone and they send you a code as an extra layer of security. So again, if it's any one of those three numbers, then it is going to be Navy Federal. Like anyone out there who has a Navy Federal account, you guys are going to be receiving these notifications. So that's why I'm making this video, so that way you guys know if you guys get a text message from any one of these three numbers, then it's actually legit. All Navy Federal is doing is just simply letting you guys know that they have two additional numbers for short notifications that they send out. But just know, if you guys are ever receiving a suspicious text message, the first thing you guys should do is just not reply. If you guys are ever in doubt, do not respond or click on anything. Like, don't give out any kind of personal information whatsoever. Just give Navy Federal a call directly, so that way you guys can actually confirm if it's them or not. Navy Federal will never ask for your personal information via text message because that's just something that they don't do. And this isn't even only for Navy Federal. Do this with every bank that you bank with, or even credit card company you guys are currently with, so that way you guys can make sure it's a trusted source before sharing any kind of information. But if you guys do end up getting compromised with Navy Federal for whatever reason, the one thing that they're going to do is close your account, and then they'll reopen up a new one with new numbers, so that way you're not compromised no more. So just be safe out there, guys. Don't click on anything that you guys might be unsure of, because trust me, guys, this stuff is a lot to deal with. It's really a pain to deal with. I've seen people go through it before, and it just makes their life so miserable. So just don't click on anything or give any personal information out. If you guys do get a scam text, though, for whatever reason, you should forward the suspicious text message to the number 7726, and that right there is going to report the number to your mobile provider, and they're going to take care of it from there. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. I hope you guys found value in any of this information, as always. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, we are at 65,563 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos for those that don't know, but if you guys haven't yet already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't yet already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time post a new video. And again, we talk about personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics, so if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. We talk about how to get high limits on your guys' credit cards, how to boost your personal credit, how to obtain business credit. We talk about real estate, we talk about mortgage loan programs, we talk about all that. So this is your one-stop shop. And really quick, for those that don't know, I'm a licensed real estate agent and a licensed mortgage loan originator in Southern California. So if you guys are trying to purchase or sell a home, all my information will always be in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.